Hi, Gemini. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini. If you have Gemini anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Gemini. Let's talk a little bit about readings and how we work these readings. When we're doing these readings, we do take into consideration what Spirit is trying to tell us with the tarot. And we also look at the moon placement, the moon phase, the sun placement, and also other planetary placements and how they may affect your life at this time. And that's how we determine, or we kind of see and get an idea of the energy that is affecting you at this time, and also people, places, and things that may be affecting you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Gemini. Gemini, this week there is a new moon in Sagittarius. The new moon is a time for setting intentions. And since it is in the sign of Sagittarius, we'll look at what a Sagittarius needs in order to feel safe, in order to feel secure. And a Sagittarius needs to have a goal, needs to have something to focus on, something to work on that really brings meanings to their lives. And so this week, as we're setting intentions or thinking about our intentions, we can ask ourselves, what goal or what is it that we can focus on that will bring meaning into our lives? Mercury has also gone retrograde this week, and this retrograde really starts out in Sagittarius as well. We may find ourselves maybe taking a few more risks and being a little more reckless than usual. The upside of this retrograde is that our confidence will be heightened. But as we're making decisions, as we're making changes to our lives for this next few weeks, let's keep in mind that that retrograde at the beginning of the new year will move into Capricorn. And the Capricorn is really the serious and the no nonsense kind of energy. And so let's be mindful of the decisions and the changes that we're making to our lives so that we do not experience buyer's remorse come the first of the year. The basis, the foundation of this reading is the Page of Wands. Moving forward with your passion, moving forward towards your desires. And it's driven by the Five of Wands. Maybe finding yourself at an impasse on not being able to take action on what it is that you would like to do, not taking action towards your passions or your desires. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your cards here. Maybe you're lacking a little bit of focus, and that is what the standoff is here. Because in your career life, we start off with this beautiful King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is the richest, the most abundant card in the tarot. And then we have the Page of Swords, looking back over our shoulder, not trusting, fearful of being left out in the cold, fearful of being left behind. And that is causing a guardedness here for you, Gemini. Learning to trust. Learning to trust here is the key for you this week, Gemini. there is a process here for you to learn to trust. You do not like the idea of having to rely on other people in order to achieve success. Success is here for you. Wealth is here for you. Abundance is here for you. But in order to achieve that abundance, in order to achieve that success, there's a need to learn to trust other people. And I really do believe over this past few months, trust really has been coming up a lot in your reading, and the learning to trust others. And if we look at all successful people, all successful businesses, they are a group. Although there may be a leader, there may be a spearhead, but there are a group of people. It requires a group of people. It requires working with others in order to achieve the success that you're looking for here, Gemini. You know, you are the star of your own show. You are the star. We're all stars of our own lives. And it's up to us to remember that this is not a one-person show. It's up to us to rely on the other actors, the other players. Even if we're looking at movies, you know, there's co-stars, there's supporting actors, supporting actresses, there's other lead roles, and then there's also the background players. But it even goes even further than that. If we look, you know, there's a mic man, there's a cameraman, there's a script writer, there's the director, there's the producers. I mean, it really does take a lot of people to support us in what it is that we are doing, what it is that we are wanting to achieve. And we really need to connect with that trust and not be so guarded and not be so protective. The trust of others really comes from or is fed by our ability to trust ourselves. And yes, it comes from an ability for us to trust ourselves that regardless how a situation works out, regardless of the outcome, that we know we are going to be okay, that we know we will be able to make a decision. And you know, having a plan on how we will react to an outcome instead of facing that outcome, instead of not facing that outcome. And so, Gemini, trusting people is difficult, and accepting help and accepting support can be difficult. But it is a necessity. And when it comes to trust, it's almost like if you're inviting a thief into your house. We can trust a thief. We can trust a thief because we know what they are going to do, because we know what they are capable of, and we can prepare and we can take steps to divert that thief. And so I do say, I know many times we'll say, well, we can't trust them. But yes, we can trust them to do what it is in their nature to do. And when we see what is in someone's nature to do, and we trust ourselves to take the proper action, to take the proper steps. And yes, trust is being called for here, and trust yourself, and trust your supportive actors, and let other people help you achieve the success that you're wanting to achieve here. And in your private life, in your personal life, we have, let's move these up just a little bit. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Yes, and so in your home life, in your personal life, we start off with the Moon card. Something hidden will be brought to light. Something hidden will be brought to light about worldly things, about possession, about the physical. Perhaps this is addictions, perhaps this is about bad habits, but I do believe for you, Gemini, this week it is about trusting others. Something about how you trust others or how you trust yourself is being called into judgment, is being called into question. And then we have the Magician card, making magic happen. And you know, Gemini, I think of all of the zodiac signs that I do readings for, I do believe that quite possibly you received the Magician the most frequently. And that Magician has everything he needs to succeed. He has the spiritual, he has the knowledge, he has the wisdom, he has the support of the universe. But he's young. Well, look, that needs to be developed, that needs to be used. That's a skill, a talent that needs to be used. The moon this week will again have you dealing with trust issues. Perhaps maybe you're giving into paranoia. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit paranoid about something from the past, not feeling like you are capable of change, capable of trusting yourself, or capable of trusting others. But that Magician card is here letting us know that everything you have, or everything that you need, you have. You have the strength to handle whatever comes your ways. And relationships need to change, and they need to evolve. And even the relationships, even the relationship that we have with ourselves needs to change and needs to evolve. And so whatever this is that is going, this new knowledge, the moon is going to shine light on something within you this week, Gemini. But there is strength in that. There is strength in that. And perhaps the relationship not only with others, but the relationship with yourself is changing and evolving. Alexa, pause music. And here we have the Strength card. Again, Spirit, the universe, is reaffirming that you have the strength within. You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom. But it is going to be up to you to rule and to manage your kingdom. And that is where the victory comes. That is where the victory comes in for you. Letting your guard down and trusting. You know, Gemini, we can use this time to reevaluate the options that are available to us and use this time to find a deeper clarity. This is your time to learn to trust yourself. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Gemini. Thank you, Gemini.